1925, the same year the Toymaker appeared. Props to the sound and music crew who immediately put us at ease. Maestro is a new dynamic. Topsy-turvy orange hair for a Roald Dahl type presence. A fantastic outfit, a verbal delivery which is larger than life. Drake's torture death is a rare kind of gruesome. And the maestro playing the opening score starts the chills. And 2, the jukebox playback of the theme is mega meta. The tutti we saw in Ruby Road was electric energy. Here, it's restrained. This is good for there's a risk of flanderization and energy. I like a stripped down look here. Ignoring the belt, this is just some guy in a tee and jeans. Okay, almost. The Beatles' first studio album was Please Please Me. The Beatles' I've Got a Dog is pretty fantastic. My dream collaboration between Syd Barrett and Vic Reeves. Surprise, surprise, Cilla Black to a classical orchestra on 3 blind mice.
It's called Aeolian tones.
The Aeolian sound is what you get when wind passes over or through objects. Rock faces, sail riggings. It's a form of aeroacoustics. Vortexes oscillating. Juice made Aeolus the keeper of winds. Pardon me? According to Virgil, he kept these in a cave on the island that shared his name. And he also got into a wicked bitch fight with Neptune.
Music is the highest form of thought.
It's shown that correlations between musical aptitude and intelligence are typically high. No. This? Please leave. There's also a correlation between complexity of music and complexity of listeners' brain activity. It says so here. Paul is dead, or rather he's creatively bankrupt, artistically drained, living only for the payday. The script resonates as Paul distantly observes the process of the creator's lightning. Outside of it, the muse and the construction of art, one moment at a time, is poetry. Simultaneously hints that it's all about to turn to shit. A world where the beauty that is music is the enemy is a novel concept, which RTD commits to with economy in its gravitas. Mavitas. The people opening windows is a gorgeously shot series of little vignettes. Maestro's Song of Laughter is immediately recognisable as singing. Maestro is played by Jinx Monsoon, a drag artist with a high-profile presence for more than 12 years. Their Wikipedia entry reads like an agent's best bookings list. Here, Jinx is animation incarnate, manic energy in their eyes, a certain inspiration for a game of hide and seek. They are iconic in the role. In this episode, we see Monsoon dressed in an array of beautiful and unique outfits. The performances are very physical. Here the tension ratchets up by turning the sound off for close to a minute and bringing it back slowly, diegetically.
Must be part of the Pantheon.
In Who, we've seen plenty of mad followers of gods, but this is not the first time we've seen a god in Doctor Who, and the lead character has even been spoken of as a god. The Doctor is a gale force hurricane, yet fluffy and made of peaches and cream. We get a suggestion of a new mission statement, science fiction overridden by fantasy, and I'm looking forward to it. Besides, it's not dropping science, just a navigation to the scientific humanities. Religion is an area already rich in stories. I can't think of a more universal audience outreach than embracing pantheism. It's impressive how quickly RTD's script has established a mythos for the show, and it already feels lived in, feels huge and vast, populated with a variety of characters to come. Apocalypse London. Millie's acting suitably reacts to the burden of a city utterly devastated.
Haryana!
As well as gods, there's Ruby mythology, a hint of the impossible girl arc, but feeling much more substantial.
This is the famous Abbey Road piano.
The Mrs. Mills piano was built in 1905 and brought to the studio when it opened. It is a Steinway Verdengrand, and the studio had it chipped off so to lacquer the hammers, giving it a metallic tone. Some strings were detuned to give it a little chorus sound.
Music battle.
Director Ben Chessel really leans into this, giving us a strong concept as memorable as Maestro's expressions are properly cosmic god. The continued use of superimposed graphics is very much a lift from the storytelling used in comic books. It creates a visual equivalent of surround sound. We see it more, and it's intriguing how well this will be used on screen, mixing new digital with old gods. The giggle too, this time it's Pantheon. And the bugle, of course, with its evocations of destruction. Episode 2 has all the 30 force of a series finale, and so I should mention John and Paul, played by Chris Mason and George Capel, respectively. As not the subjects of the episode, they are humble, yet memorable. They strike a balance between defeated and charismatic. Well, that'll beat a bugle for breaking a wall. I didn't hate always a twist at the end. I did. I appreciate how it makes sense as an in-theme story structuring. I just wish it had been more catchy. Piano notes, Pelican Crossing, just a joy. I challenge anyone not to leave this episode with glee on their faces. Oh, really, people? Next time, don't muffle them off. Don't forget to take the bins out.